Robin Banks. That's one. All right, bet. Y'all here with me? Let's get it.
Hold up. If you know me, I'm Mr. TTAK Robin Banks. You see me? Hold up. You see this? It's not really see. I host my own club. It's called Club TTA.
First off, let the people know, who is Robin Banks?
You ain't know about Banks, you ain't rocking with Banks. Somebody who's been lighting up the city for a long time, you know what I mean?
Robin's work ethic is crazy.
Facts.
It's crazy.
When you guys are making a top list of influential rappers in Toronto, do me a favor, please have Robin Banks in the top 5, man. Because Robin Banks is one of the most influential rappers to ever.
We are following breaking news out of York Region this morning. Police are on the scene of a triple shooting at a hookah lounge. CP24's Cam Woolley has been live at the scene all morning. So Cam, what happened here?
Don't tell me he got killed at the hookah lounge.
Born February 27, 1995, 28-year-old Libin Randall, aka Robin Banks, is a rapper reigning from Toronto. During the late 90s, Robin's family immigrated from Somalia to a neighborhood in Northside Jane and Finch called Driftwood. At this point in time, Driftwood was constantly making headlines due to the reoccurring gang violence in the area. By 2007, the troubled neighborhood would be taken over by a Crip faction with hundreds of members spanning all over Canada. They were dubbed the Driftwood.
That's the shit you put in your drawers. This shit right here go right in the drawers and you just pull that shit out. Bow. Or you put that shit right in the jacket. You just, that's that shit right there.
The troubled neighborhood would be taken over by a Crip faction with hundreds of members spanning all over Canada. They were dubbed the Driftwood Crips.
Friday, it took months of planning, but between 1 and 5 a.m. yesterday morning, police arrested nearly 100 people and seized more than $50,000 worth of fentanyl in Project Chronic, a series of raids that took place across southern Ontario and Sudbury. These are some of the weapons police took off the streets yesterday in the Project Chronic raids, which targeted the notorious Driftwood Crips gang.
Group that we are alleging has shown an extreme propensity for violence in their shootings of rival gang members and a blatant disregard for public safety.
Members of this group have been involved in numerous reckless acts, including shootings, kidnappings, firearm offenses.
Police have targeted the Driftwood Crips before with raids in 2007 and 2011. They say the gang is headquartered in Toronto but has cells across Ontario and several western provinces.
The Driftwood Crips have a clear hierarchy, with some of its leaders even operating and directing from within correctional facilities.
With violent crime steadily increasing in the community they now call home, the Randall family would attempt to pave a path of safety for young Robin by placing him into intramural sports. Robin specifically excelled in soccer. By 2009, at the age of 14, he joined the Downsview Park Youth Indoor Soccer League. Judging by his stats, Robin was without a doubt the star of his team. In his last 6 games, he scored 3 hat tricks and led his team in points and goals at the end of the season. Although Robin had a promising future in soccer, he would quit the following year to chase his passion for music. By 2011, he would drop his first song on SoundCloud, marking the beginning of his rap career. He would continue to put out songs, all of which have since been deleted, until 2014, when he would finally get his first major break. October 3rd, 2014, a now 19-year-old Robin Banks, along with fellow Driftwood artist Big Bills, would drop a song titled "Don't Try Me." During this time, Chicago drill was taking over the music scene and its influence had clearly reached Driftwood. The grungy visuals started off with Robin shouting out his fellow Somalis, something he was known to do throughout his career. Later in the video, he can be seen amongst a crowd of known Driftwood Crips such as GD, 21 Neat and the late 22 Neat. The song gained serious traction upon release as the visuals and lyrics depicted a side of Toronto many hadn't seen before. At first glance, it would be safe to label Robin as a drill rapper, but just 3 months after the release of the hit song, he would drop a single that not only allowed him to completely break away from the drill rapper label, but also catapult himself towards mainstream success. To bring in the new year, Robin would drop arguably his best song to date. The track titled Up Next was a complete 180 of what he had put out previously. His flow was more melodic, the hook was super catchy, and the visuals were full of energy. Some have even compared him to the melodic rap godfather himself, Speaker Knockers. The release of the hit song not only marked the birth of his signature phrase,
I'm TT right now.
but it also marked the beginning of a
Wait, my fault, I don't mean to pause it, but who was the first one out there to Toronto besides Drake, Tory Lanez, The Weeknd, all of them? Feel me? To do that melodic shit.
brand
With
new
that
generation
auto-tune, with
of
that
Toronto
auto-tune.
rap. Making a hit song is hard as it is, but following up with another banger is even harder. For Robin, however, it was just another day at the office. Just 1 week after the release of Up Next, he would drop a song titled Abye Abye. Robin goes back to his roots with this song, as his grungy Chicago drill-inspired flow makes a return. But what makes the song stand out is neither the bars or the beat, but it's this man, Kwasi Skeen Peters aka Wasi. Wasi was not only a close friend of Robin, but he was also a known Driftwood Crip. 6 months after appearing in the music video for Abye Abye, Wasi would be on the run for the double murder of 2 notorious Dixon Bloods. His run from the police wouldn't last long, as he would be caught at a downtown Toronto nightclub with several other Driftwood members. When Toronto police attempted to apprehend Wasi, he began shooting at them. The officers returned fire. In the end, Wasi was killed by a single gunshot wound to the chest. Friends and family of Wasi were left mourning, especially Robin Banks. 4 months after Wasi's death, Robin, along with several other Driftwood affiliates, including Pressa, GD, and FB, would release a song in remembrance of their fallen member called Was Gang.
I want you with that tool. I got aim. You ain't say a word when the shots ring. Allah show love, but Allah hate. Courts gang, SOS, what's gang? I love my niggas, so you know I'm about my niggas. If you diss my niggas, then you know.
November 14th, 2015, a Toronto classic would be born. Many would regard it as the kickstarter for Press's career, while some would even say it changed the entire scene. But all in all, everybody loved it. The song went so viral, artists in the States were even singing along to it.
I love my niggas, so you know I'm about my niggas. If you diss my niggas, then you know.
Nah, that shit alright, that shit alright.
Watch gang, my niggas super sad, we be watch gang.
At this point, Robin Banks had the scene in the palm of his hands, as almost every track he put out since went viral. Fresh off an album release and now at the peak of his career, Robin didn't hesitate to share the limelight with his fellow members. He even went out of his way to collaborate with artists from different hoods, something that was rare within the city's underground rap scene. By November of 2015, Robin pushed the limits and curated a UK tour alongside Top 5, who had just gone viral for his hit song Hall of Fame, which featured Robin.
Super sad, we be watch gang. All your wash up, y'all be watch gang. Super sad, we be watch gang.
2015 was an amazing year for the Toronto music scene, and the same energy would be carried into the new year. 2016 was arguably one of Toronto's best years, as it kicked off with Drake dropping his highly anticipated album, Views, which is now 6-time platinum. Robin followed suit by releasing a remix to the hit single off the album called Controller, along with a few solo records. He even went on a rare press run, going on interviews talking about the struggles of being a rising star from the streets of Driftwood.
Growing up in Driftwood, it can get tough sometimes. Neighborhoods just getting shot up, to be honest with you, you know? All we're known for is bad things, so all we do is get bothered by the police, right? With this music thing, I'm trying to change how people view us. Like, yeah, we grew up in the ghetto and the struggle, but we can make it out too. Like, if we set our mind to it, we can do whatever we want.
I heard like, oh, Robin Banks and his posse, you know, those are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yo, the bad this, bad that. It's just like, why do you think we're the bad guys? Is it from the neighborhood we're from because of the history it has?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't determine me. You see my music. I started off with the rap, then I switched it all into the turn up, the girls, the party, showing them we have fun. If we say who you are, how come you don't see that in my videos?
True.
How come you don't hear that in my lyrics? You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I don't understand in the city. Like, how many shows have you had out here? Like,
Toronto?
Yeah.
I could probably count with like one hand. They don't let me have no shows in the city.
Why?
They get crazy.
Like I said,
promoters try to book you and shit. Like,
yeah, just the police shutting everything down. We just all gotta come together. That's just what it is. We gotta show some unity and all of that, because everybody's too busy trying to look cool on their own, or too worried about what people would think about them if they were to listen to a certain rapper or musician.
Because
we just all gotta put our pride to the side and our chest down, you know?
By the end of 2016, Robin would have generated a massive fan base spanning from Canada to the US and even Europe. He would end the year off in style by releasing his hit song, Priceless. It would reach the same virality as Was Gang and would later earn its own gold plaque. Priceless has been streamed over 8 million times on just Spotify alone, while the M-Works directed music video is approaching 7 million views on YouTube. After the release of the hit song, rapper Meek Mill would repost it on his Instagram story, sparking rumors he was signing Robin to a record deal.
Yeah, you gotta give Meek his props. Meek always posts the upcoming artists. Feel me? He like one of the first. For real.
These rumors were further fueled when Robin was spotted at a celebration party at Cameo Lounge located in Vaughan on April 3rd, 2017, just a few months after Meek Mill's shout out. Friends and family would come out to show their support for the rising star, but in the midst of the celebrations, Robin would make his way towards the outdoor patio for a smoke break. It is said Robin was there for several minutes, congregating with others in the area, when within seconds, things would take a turn for the worst.
And before they even say what he about to say, off the interview, I haven't listened to his music, I believe. Feel me? But off that interview, he don't even sound like he was on that beef shit. He was just like, yo, bro, I'm trying to link up with y'all so we can make music, so we can make more money inside the city. Feel me? So whoever did that shit, it sound like some hating shit. But let's get it though. Let's get it.
The hip hop community is identifying.
And I know he was a Crip too though, so I know he was in some shit, but he was still trying to make some money though, feel me?
The man critically hurt in a triple shooting in Woodbridge, even though the police have not confirmed the victim's name. With more, we're joined live on the phone by Jesse Plunkett, editor-in-chief of the web publication Hip Hop Canada. Thanks for joining us. So what have you heard about Robin Banks' connection to this shooting?
Listen, while he's on the come up, somebody was trying to gun him down, all right? Basically, he was up in a club, and again,
general, there's jealousy around the music community, hip-hop community. When people start to do good, you never know who that makes you a target of.
At this hookah lounge behind us,
Police say it appears a gun battle started inside around 2:40 this morning, carried itself outside into the parking lot.
Police say that there were shots fired both inside and outside.
The chaotic scene left 3 people shot, sending a man in his 20s to hospital with life-threatening injuries. 2 others, a man and a woman, rushed to hospital with serious injuries. Police are investigating whether they were targeted or just victims of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What y'all think?
While Robin Banks was out smoking on the outdoor patio, 2 gunmen approached him and fired dozens of shots. He was hit 14 times. 9 bullets tore through his legs, 4 pierced his upper torso, while the final bullet went through his neck, severing his spinal cord. Minutes after the shooting, Sergeant Sadu of Toronto Police witnessed a Honda Accord traveling at a high rate of speed, then running a red light, less than a block away from the scene of the crime. Sergeant Sadu activated his police emergency lights and conducted a traffic stop on the Honda. In the vehicle were 2 men, Rushan Anderson and Nicholas Roden. Sergeant Sadu noticed Nicholas to be extremely nervous. His hands were shaking and he was trembling uncontrollably. In contrast, his passenger Rushan Anderson appeared relaxed and was reclined in the passenger seat. Nicholas produced his driver's license when asked to, but couldn't provide the registration for the vehicle. After a few moments, Sergeant Sadu asked both men why they were in such a hurry. The pair advised the officer that they were fleeing the scene of a shooting at the Cameo Lounge. When Nicholas's name was ran through the criminal database, it revealed he had a lengthy and violent criminal record. Sergeant Sadu immediately formed a suspicion both men may have been involved in the shooting, so he called for backup. They were subsequently detained and searched. It was at this point when Rashawn would provide officers with a fake name. He identified himself as Ernest Boateng, a man that was the victim of an apparent hit in Rexdale years prior. One officer conducted a search of the interior of the Honda, locating a satchel and a bandana in the back seat. In the trunk of the Honda, officers also discovered what appeared to be 2 guns. Rashawn and Nicholas were subsequently arrested and sent to the department for questioning.
My boy got hit 14 times though, feel me? Oh shit. Hold up.
During interrogations, investigators were able to uncover key information. Not only did they figure out Rashawn's real name, but they discovered both men resided in Rexdale and had deep ties to some of the gangs in the area, including IDS and the Jamestown Crips. Both gangs have a storied rivalry with Robin's crew, the Driftwood Crips. Investigators were also able
and that's one, I'm not no gang member or nothing like that, but that's one thing I don't get though. And I always ask my friends that are in gangs too, like, yo, why do you beef with other let's say, yeah, why you beef with other Crips? Feel me? Aren't y'all supposed to be family in some type of way? He be like, oh nah, that Crip is da-da-da-da, or that blood is da-da-da-da, so we don't fuck with that side because I'm like, that shit make no fucking sense to me. Feel me? If I join blood, feel me? I don't care if it's whatever one I join. I'm assuming that we all family, no? That shit's fucked up. You die by another Crip, yeah, we supposed to be family. That shit's
to uncover information indicating Nicholas had been shot a few months prior to the incident. However, in the midst of the interrogations, a forensics team notified investigators that the weapons found in the vehicle were actually fake. So despite the numerous red flags and after hours of interrogation, they had no choice but to release both men.
Oh, my fault.
Well, we are live to Stephanie Smythe at the Breaking News Desk with some breaking news. Steph, what do you got?
Well, we're learning that York Regional Police have been working hard and have quickly come out with some identities of people they're looking for in connection with that triple shooting at the Hookah Lounge, the nightclub in York Region, early on Monday morning at about 2:42 a.m. So they have released photos of these 2 men wanted in connection with the triple shooting. Rashawn Anderson, 19 years of age, is wanted for attempted murder, and Nicholas Roden, 26 years of age, wanted for attempted murder.
2 days would go by before investigators were able to get their hands on footage in the area from the night of the incident. What cameras managed to capture completely shocked them. They caught not only both Rashawn and Nicholas shooting Robin, but also them escaping, running a red light, and being pulled over by Sergeant Sadu.
Did they release them? I probably skipped that, but did they release him?
Realizing they had made a grave mistake by releasing Rashawn and Nicholas, investigators immediately issued Canada.
I'm going right to fucking, what's that shit when you cross the border? Buffalo? Oh, I'm in Buffalo, baby. I'm gonna holler at y'all niggas. Or whatever closest. I'm coming right to America. Nigga, I'm out of here. Y'all stupid.
Wide warrants for both men the same day they reviewed the footage. 19-year-old Rashawn Anderson surrendered to York Regional Police the next day, while 22-year-old Nicholas Roden went on the run, but was captured within 3 months. On July 25th, both men were officially charged with the attempted murder of Robin Banks. When news of the shooting initially broke out, rumors spread like wildfire suggesting Robin had died at the scene, but they were quickly put out when sources close to him confirmed he was still alive, but unresponsive. Fans began using the Pray for Robin Banks hashtag over social media to send their blessings and prayers, while Meek Mill shared a photo of Robin on Instagram with a caption that read, "Pray for the kid," which has since been liked over 30,000 times. Meanwhile, Driftwood residents would organize a fundraiser for him to help pay for medical costs, and although nobody really knew the extent of Robin's injuries, everyone remained hopeful. Nearly 8 months would go by with little to no updates on his condition, until the night before Christmas, when he would make his first public appearance since the incident.
I'm Toronto's melodic trap star, they thought they got me. Then I pulled up fast car, my fashion caught a body.
December 24th.
It's like Jesus? Hold up. Wait, this nigga Jesus right here?
2017,
Ain't no
after
way.
months of no updates from the recovering artist, Robin would drop a surprise music video. Berserk was a song off his latest album, Still Here, and highlighted everything fans loved about him. However, the release of the music video revealed for the first time the true gruesome nature.
He has to be like paralyzed or some shit like that. Wheelchair, something.
Of Robin's injuries. He is now paralyzed from the neck down and
Has to
wheelchair
be.
bound. As expected, Robin was mocked relentlessly by haters and especially the ops, but somehow he managed to blow.
I'm gonna say W because he took 14. He took 14 shots and he still made it out. That means God really got a gift for him. Like, yo, feel me? I know it might be hard, but try to make some music though. Feel me? That shit gonna be hard as fuck though. But you made it out though. Feel me? God is on your side for sure. Feel me? And then I know them niggas that's in jail is sick. They like, fuck, boy. We did all that shit. Nigga out. Feel me? That's tough. But man, I feel bad for him though. Damn.
Block out the noise and continue to do what he does best, making hit records.
I'm from a block where you grow up and you gotta sell some dope just to get you some.
Being able to rap after taking 14 shots is a remarkable feat alone, but making multiple hit records while paralyzed from the neck down is just a different level of talent. Slums would be the first example of Robin's evolution into becoming one of the GOATs of Toronto's rap scene. The track, which is now sitting at more than 2 million views on YouTube, celebrates his crew and shows love to the block that stood by him when he was down. Throughout 2018 and 2019, Robin would put out hit after hit, impressing fans and fellow rappers as his impairments clearly didn't slow him down. During these pivotal years, Robin would not only release the visuals for his hit records, One of Mine and Downfall, both of which have accumulated more than 5 million views on YouTube, but he would also release the critically acclaimed Northside Jane tape. Robin ended off 2019 with a statement. You can slow him down, but he's not planning on going anywhere but to the top of the rap game.
Nah, that's tough, bro. That shit is tough. My boy look like Shiggy.
Arm there and had some shots fire off. Okay. Did you know what was happening? Did you see it happen?
What do you mean?
Did you see these people run in?
No, not really. It's just like as soon as we stepped out smoking a cigarette, element of surprise, right? That's about it. Really and truly, he shot off my legs right away. Like, took 9 shots to the legs. So I was like trying to drag my feet in, right? So as I was trying to do that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't drag my feet. And then the last shot that hit my neck is what took me down.
You passed that?
Nah, you know, we're your phone recording. The whole time I was blessed, no? Yeah, so I was good up until I got into the ambulance. And then I just don't remember nothing after that, like it just passed out. Really, in my mind, I was saying these got me, like, you know? Like, but then, like, I was kind of high at the same time. Like, as I was bleeding out, like, it was a weird feeling. Like, I just felt woozy and high and everything.
Robin's run from 2015 to 2019, without a doubt, set the blueprint for all underground rappers in Toronto. Not only did he put his block and multiple artists on the map, but he did it selflessly. His crazy story is clearly one full of ups and downs, but as of now, I think it's safe to say Robin Banks has officially cemented himself as one of the greatest rappers to ever come out of the Screwface capital. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.
Nah, 14 shots is crazy. And surviving that motherfucker, that's crazy. Fuck. But what's the next video, gang? God damn. My boy said do the J Baller. I think I did that one. J Baller, J Baller. No, who the fuck is J Baller?